Today, we will create an array map for your AC module system using the List and Map feature in the Command Pro mobile app. Array mapping can be accessed during the final stage of the commissioning process, or by selecting the Array and Mapping section from the Site view in the Command Pro app. Let's select that now. Initially, only the Q.OMMAND combiner box will be visible, but as we build our map, the modules will become visible too. On the right-hand side of the Array and Mapping screen are buttons to manage view settings. The compass icon shows the direction of north and south relative to the system orientation. The On Position button centers the view and adjusts the zoom setting to show the entire system. You can also use the plus and minus buttons to zoom in or out manually. At the bottom of the screen are buttons to edit your array map. The plus button brings up the array build and array mapping options. Array build allows you to add new arrays and text notes to the array map. Array mapping options allow you to match microinverter serial numbers to modules on the map, but more on these options later. The undo and redo arrows will remove or bring back the most recent change. The trash button will delete arrays or text boxes from the map. The save button will save all recent changes. And finally, the settings button can be used to change between different system views. Array editing is the screen we are on now, where we can add and remove modules from the system. Logical layout shows the modules in numerical order by serial number. Physical layout shows the modules in geographic order by their actual position on the roof. Now that we've gone through all of the features in the array and mapping stage, let's create our array map. Our system has a total of 18 AC modules installed on the roof. Let's start by making an array of 7 modules. To begin, tap the plus button and select Add Array. From this screen, we will fill in the details of the array. Let's call this array Array 1. Next, we will select the module orientation, either landscape or portrait. Our first array will be in the portrait orientation. Now, we fill in the number of rows and columns in this array. Our array is 7 panels, but it includes some gaps, so we will select 5 columns and 2 rows. Finally, let's input the tilt and azimuth data for the panels. This is a south-facing array, so we will input 180 degrees for the azimuth and 10-degree tilt to match the pitch of the roof. When done, tap the Add button and you will see the array appear on the map. Newly created arrays default to the center of the map, so let's drag it into position. We need to remove 3 panels from the array, so we will select the pencil icon to edit the array. Then, we tap the minus icon for each panel we want to remove. If a panel is removed accidentally, it can be brought back by tapping the plus button. Now that we are done positioning and editing the array, let's tap the Save button and create our next array. If you make a mistake when entering the array details, you can adjust the orientation, tilt, and azimuth settings by tapping the Settings icon right below the pencil icon. If the array requires additional panels with a different orientation, tilt, or azimuth, they should be created as separate arrays. Now let's create Array 2. The steps are just like before. We tap the plus button and select Add Array, then input the array details. This is a smaller array, just 2 panels in landscape, and it is an east-facing array, so we will have an azimuth of 90 degrees. After tapping the Add button, let's move the array into position. Now we will add our final array. This one will have 9 modules. Now that our arrays are complete, we can begin matching microinverter serial numbers to each module. Tap the plus button and select List and Match. A list will appear in a sidebar on the left side of the screen showing all microinverters paired with the combiner. Tap a serial number on the list, and then tap the corresponding module on the array map to assign the serial number to its location. We will repeat this step until all microinverter serials have been assigned. Notice that once a serial number has been assigned to a module, it moves to the bottom of the list, and the paperclip icon turns from gray to blue. Once you've finished assigning all your serial numbers, tap the X icon at the top of the list, and then tap the Save button at the bottom of the screen. Congratulations! You have successfully created an array map for your Qcells AC module system.